think it is good to have a mentor, but not necessarily in the form of a person to turn to for advice. A mentor can be someone who you look up to, who inspires you, and you can learn from the way they do things, how they solve problems, how they walk and talk, so you can emulate them. There can be many mentors in the various stages of your life. The important thing is that you learn good things from them. The truth is that I never ever consciously or willfully navigated power structures early in my career. I think you need to be a bit political minded to be able to do that. And I didn't know how to play corporate politics in the early stages of my career. I just went ahead and did my work and did what I could. But when I recollect, I think I did do some things right. I always believed in doing my best, no matter how small or mundane the job. It was about how perfect I could get, and I took a lot of pride in my work. I always hated the average mentality. Another thing is that I was always willing to take on additional work when the need arose. I was always willing to learn, and I never asked for more money. I never said, oh, this is not my job, blah, blah, blah. I just went, learned the work, and did it if I had to do it. But at the end of the day, I got a lot of experience in many areas. And when the time came for promotions, they couldn't quite ignore me, I guess. The moral of the story is that do your work so well that they cannot ignore you when the time comes for bigger things. I must say I was a bit of a workaholic, and till today, I never use what I call the T and the A words. The T word is basically the TIRED word. I never use that word because I think that if you say that word, the brain believes it and you start getting aches and pains and reluctance to do certain work. I think that it's all in the mind, and if you set your mind to it, there's nothing that you cannot accomplish. I also don't like the A word, which is AGE. I never think I'm old, and I don't think people should think they are old, and I don't believe that age is a deterrent to doing amazing things in life. In fact, it can be an advantage because when you're older, you are wiser and you know how to navigate the corporate field better. Of course, later in my life, I found myself having to be clever in navigating power structures. The truth is that the higher you go up in the corporate ladder, the more knives you will find pointed in your direction. So you will be forced to think and work smart. There are many, many reasons for this, but I would take 3 of them as the main reasons. Firstly, it is pure gender bias. Let's face it, gender bias does exist everywhere, even in this day and age. But your actions and personality can actually defy this. More of this later, but do make sure to invest in your own professional development and build your skills and knowledge. This way, you will earn respect because you will know what you're talking about and you can better position yourselves for success. Secondly, it is difficulties in achieving a work-life balance. Well, what can I say? A woman's perceived role as the homemaker does make it difficult for her to pursue leadership roles. If you have children or elderly people to care for, this can indeed impact on your ability to devote time and energy to your career. But if there's a will, there's a way, and you can work around this in many ways. In today's times, flexible hours and working from home are not unheard of. I know the truth is that no one is indispensable. Okay, no one is indispensable, but you need to give the impression that you are indispensable, thereby giving you some negotiating power with your employer. Thirdly, I would say it's lack of networking opportunities or simply not having the time to network because of home commitments. I think attending industry events and conferences can be a great way to meet new people and build your network, whether online or offline. And this is very, very important for your progress and success in career. First of all, make sure that at all times you look like a leader, behave like a leader, talk with confidence like a leader, and above all, believe in yourself and project yourself as a leader. For this, you have to pay attention to your appearance, ensure that your communication skills are excellent, express yourself well and with substance, and speak up at meetings. Take initiatives to learn new things, update your knowledge and skills, attend suitable training sessions for updates on industry innovations and regulations. Stay abreast of technological advancements related to your work. I can't stress enough the importance of digital competence. Go out there and learn it if you do not possess those skills. So what I'm saying is, please invest in continuous learning. Whenever you get a chance to show your leadership qualities, take it, volunteer for it, put yourself out there and project yourself as a good leader who can think in a logical and strategic manner and manage a team. Speak up for yourself. Don't be afraid of expressing your opinion, but don't do it in a confrontational manner. You can speak calmly and still get the message across. And if you genuinely feel you are the right candidate for a specific leadership role, go talk to your superiors. Practice is very important in all aspects of your life, especially in work. For example, if you're called to make a presentation, practice what you're going to say. Practice till you get it perfect. Record yourself if necessary so that you know what you sound and look like. Ladies and gentlemen, it is true that practice makes perfect. Develop good professional relationships, build networks, attend conferences, take opportunities to meet quality people. This facilitates learning and also opens doors to new career opportunities. Perhaps you can identify a suitable mentor or even a number of mentors for different perspectives who can inspire you and advise you and challenge you to grow. Always stay positive, create good vibes, and create a strong aura around you. Now, I would like to end with one of my favorite quotations. This is by Martin Luther King Jr. If you are a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures, sweep streets like Beethoven composed music, sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry, sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will say, here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.